Hi everyone, this is Selvi. Today's topic is in which report we should publish the metric Product Backlog Health and what is the purpose of publishing that metric in that report. So before getting into this topic, I just want to talk about metric. We publish different metrics as part of our reports. Metrics actually help us in two ways. One is it helps us to understand what is the current situation and how we can plan in the upcoming sprints or the days to resolve that issue. Second thing is, if there is a pattern that is happening, we should also understand what is the root cause behind this and how to resolve the issue. And generally, metrics are not just to express the value. It is also about explaining to the stakeholders what exactly is happening, and as a team, what are the measures that we are going to follow to mitigate or resolve the problem. So I want to make this point very clear. Metrics are not just a representation mechanism. It is actually a mechanism or measure that helps as a team that we are learning what are the places where we have gap and what are the measures or actions that we can take to resolve the problem to have a better execution. So this is all about metric. So now the topic about product backlog health. As a team, we have seen in most of our episodes about product backlog health, and we have wonderful episodes already shared as part of product backlog health topic because it's a very, very important topic and we have many episodes shared. So I request you all, if you have not listened to that, please listen to those episodes so that you will have a clear picture about what is product backlog health. Now this topic or this episode is going to consider in which report we are going to publish this value or metric. The report is Sprint Closure Report. Okay, so the answer is Sprint Closure Report. But now why it is in that report? Okay, before getting into that, let me explain certain things. We have something called a sprint planning report. After the Scrum event sprint planning, we will be publishing this report to the stakeholders. What this report actually has the details that are available in this report are what is the sprint goal and what are the work items that we have planned in the sprint to achieve the sprint goal and how many story points that we have committed as a team. These are the primary things that we think of. In addition to this, please also consider certain things like, first one is always publish the calendar of the Scrum events which are going to happen during the sprint period. Like when the refinement session is going to happen, how many refinement sessions are getting planned. Now the question comes, hey, why how many sessions? We have already talked about this in our previous episodes. Backlog refinement sessions are not something like we should have one session every week, 2 sessions every week. No, it is not like that. Backlog refinement sessions are planned according to the product backlog health wherever we are with. If we are with very good product backlog health, then we may not need so many sessions. If we have a poor product backlog health, then we may need to have more sessions to bring back the health into a health in a normal shape. So now the refinement sessions, the backlog refinement sessions number of refinement sessions that we are planning definitely will change based on our product backlog health. So now in this report, we should publish how many sessions we are planning, when the sessions are getting planned, and when is the retrospective meeting going to happen, and when is the sprint review getting planned. So all these things should also be mentioned. What is the purpose? This gives a clarity to all the stakeholders. Okay, these are the scrum events that are going to happen and this is the period that it is going to happen. So this gives the clear picture to all the stakeholders. So this happens and this should be followed as part of the sprint planning report. So now let's keep this aside now, the sprint planning report. I'll try to explain the relation with the product backlog health indicator to this report later. Now, in the sprint closure report, we are publishing the product backlog health. That is part of our question. So we are publishing. So when we are publishing, what it is trying to explain? It is explaining to the stakeholders, this is the product backlog health. And we are seeing that there is a gap and we need to have more refinement sessions. Now, what we are trying to give as an explanation to the stakeholders, okay, the product backlog health is of not that great for this team, so there will be more refinement sessions required. So what will happen when we are publishing the next sprint planning report? Stakeholders will be able to correlate, okay, I am able to see more refinement sessions. Yes, I am able to understand the relation because last time in the sprint closure report, I saw that the product backlog health was not that great. So this is the relation that what we have added as a metric, product backlog health and the number of refinement sessions that we are planning. So this is a metric and this gives a picture. And what is the benefit out of this metric also? The pattern, if the pattern is keep on coming as a way that the product backlog health is of not that great, then there are situations that we need to really understand. We need to really understand why the product backlog health is of not that great, why it is keep on happening. Maybe we are planning more refinement sessions, but they are not so effective. The reason is maybe we are not getting the outcome what we are expecting. We are spending good amount of hours as per the plan, but the outcome is not what we are expecting. It is very low. So this is also one reason that we are not able to see the product backlog health in a good shape. So we need to learn from the pattern through this report. So two things here we need to remember. One is the product backlog health indicator or this particular metric gets published as part of the sprint closure report. This gives a clear picture to the stakeholders, where are we with the product backlog health, and accordingly we will be planning the refinement sessions in the upcoming sprint. So we are giving a heads up to them that we may be planning so many sessions because the product backlog health is of not that great, and other thing is we may not be planning so many sessions because already we are in good shape as well. So we are giving that clear picture to the stakeholders with the help of this metric. Second part is, in the next sprint planning report, they will be definitely able to correlate why there are so many refinement sessions, why there are very less number of refinement sessions. That question will not come why there are too many, why there are not many, because already we are giving the information in the closure report of the previous sprint itself. Understanding from the pattern, it is always important anytime to predict how things are going on in the sprint execution. It is very, very important that we need to understand and study the pattern. When I say studying the pattern, if the product backlog health indicator or the metric as a pattern is always not at the right shape, we should understand what is happening. Are we planning right number of refinement sessions? If we are planning right number of refinement sessions, why we are unable to get the right outcome? What is the issue? Are we spending too much time in discussion, or we are not so clear about the estimation where we are getting into so much of discussion where we are unable to reach any kind of clarity? What is the refinement efficiency of our team? We discussed about this topic earlier. What is backlog refinement efficiency? Please, you can check on that as well, because you can use that parameter also here to understand and take necessary actions. If you are seeing the product backlog health indicator or the metric as a pattern, it is not showing in a good shape. So we covered the topic. There were two questions in this particular topic. One is on which report we are publishing, and what is the real purpose behind that, why we are publishing in this report the product backlog health indicator. So we covered the topic in this episode. Thanks everyone for listening. Happy learning and stay tuned.